So then the show Bert the Conqueror. Did that come from Will Smith's production company?
No. So Will and I developed a show. It was I can't remember what it was based on. It was like I was the party guy at college, and I ran the school, and then that deal went away. I got a deal at CBS, and then during that time, I got a show called The X Show, and I started doing stuff there. Like it was a late night talk show. That's where I saw Cool Mo D, interviewed a bunch of people, and then from that I did a show called Hurt Bert, where I took dangerous men's jobs for a day. Mm-hmm. So I was like a wildlife photographer for great white sharks, out of the cage, MMA fighter, dominatrix gimp. Like I fought a bear.
Dominatrix gimp?
Yeah, dominatrix gimp.
How did that one go?
Whew. I mean, dude, we shot a porn. Like I'm not even joking. Like I remember I was at a TV show on FX, and I am harnessed up completely naked. I remember the first thing, I get harnessed up, I'm naked, right? Naked. Lights turn on, blindfolds off, and there's a full camera crew there. And the first thing Mistress Isabella says is, we got a blood cock. And I was like, what? She's like, your dick is, it's like a small dick, but it gets bigger when you get hard. And I was like, no, cool. And then she tortured me for like an hour in front of a film crew. And by the way, I'm naked, and they're fucking putting weights on my balls and electroshocking my dick and doing everything to me, like nipples and wax. And I'm looking at this film crew, my TV film crew, going, are we shooting a pornography? We're shooting a pornography, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then said I'd never do that shit again, right? And then Bert the Conqueror comes up, and it's a travel channel. And it's with the production company who's doing Man vs. Food. And I'm a big Man vs. Food fan. So I take the meeting just to talk about Man vs. Food and end up doing the fucking show.
Okay. Well, the whole wrestling with a bear, that was on which show?
Hurt Bert.
Hurt Bert.
Yeah. Hurt Bert was the dumbest idea I've ever done in my entire life. Without a doubt. That is someone hungry for Hollywood. That is Bert Kreischer at his youngest, with big dreams of just let's get greenlit on something and then get into movies or whatever. I don't think I have any passion for art at that time. I'm just a young kid going if it'll get views, let's do it. If it'll fucking move the needle, let's do it. So I fought a bear, I tamed lions.
Wait, so you actually fought a bear?
I fought a bear, yeah.
That was the whole, you put the marshmallow in your mouth, and the bear took the marshmallow out of your mouth?
Yeah, it was up like off the 14, like in that area in California. We drive up. I just started dating my wife. She was coming up to meet me up there. She's a big animal person. And so the first thing they do is I fought a bear. I see the bear, and I remember the bear was jumping up in the air. It's like a 10-foot grizzly bear, and it's jumping up in the, like all 4 feet, leaping up in the air. And I was like, are we going to sedate this thing? And they're like, no. You just got to get, he's very cool. You just got to get comfortable with him. And I was like, okay. So they bring him out, and they're like, this is how you get to meet him. You know, they give me a marshmallow, and they're like, put the marshmallow in your mouth. And then, like, nonchalantly, just kind of show him the marshmallow. Like, just go like, oh. And then he'll see it, and he's going to take it out of your mouth with his mouth. That's how he's going to learn to trust you. And I was like, fuck that. I go, I want to trust the bear. Fuck the bear trusting me. What is this? I go, and they're like, guys, this is how it's done. Gives me 5 marshmallows. So I take the marshmallows. I fucking ghost one into my mouth, and then like a hooker walk in front of the bear like, oh. And the bear, you can see the bear light up like, oh shit, he's got marshmallows, one of my favorite things. And he just tongues it out of my mouth aggressively. Bears very seldomly, never brush their teeth. Never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless person 5 times in a row, just, and we get done, and he's like, all right, we're ready, let's go. And I'm like, hold on, I haven't learned anything. The guy goes, you learned the most important lesson. That bear loves marshmallows. So if you're in trouble, just say marshmallow, and the bear's going to hear that. He'll go, oh shit, he's got a marshmallow. But more importantly, we'll hear that, and we'll know to get you out of that. That's your safe word. And I was like, all right. And so then we were by a picnic bench, and the bear was sitting on a picnic bench. I mean, literally sitting on a picnic bench. He's like, let's go. It's almost like the bear was like, act like, all right, let's go. Let's fucking do this. And he gets up, and he grabs me by the head with both paws. I mean, it's crazy. I could only correlate it to a car accident. When you're in a car accident, you realize, oh, I didn't have control of anything. I never had control of my day at all. I didn't know that. I thought today was my day. I got my car and I drive to work, but all of a sudden I get hit. Now, life is unpredictable. That bear puts his paws on my ears, and it goes silent, and he lifts me off the ground. I remember feeling his claws in the back of my head. And my first thought was, why are his claws still in? Like, why does he need claws? If this is a stunt bear, we should take out his claws. Immediately, just lifts me up and starts ragdolling me, like literally just, and I'm just going, marshmallow, marshmallow, help, marshmallow. Bears, no one's hearing a thing because there's a 9-foot grizzly bear just going, and everyone's, I can hear, oh yeah, we're getting it. Spins me around. By the way, it's the small details that count. This is how I remember it. That claw went into my belt loop, and he spun me around. I literally had no choice, and puts me in a bear hug, and is now, we're both facing the same direction. He's grinding on my ass, and I'm looking at the trainer going, fucking marshmallow. Take a look at what's happening. Marshmallow, marshmallow. And the trainer's not laughing anymore, and he just starts going, go limp, go limp. And I'm like, please be talking to me right now and not the bear, because if there's a bear cock climbing up the back of my jeans, about to split center seam, just, marshmallow. So, I fought a bear.
You finally got away, though.
I got away. Well, the bear sat on my face. And I passed out. My producer, Tim Scott, pulled me up under a tree. And apparently my wife at the time, she had been doing she'd shown up. She'd been doing the marshmallow trick too. And she put a marshmallow in her mouth. And the bear went over to her and they kind of grabbed the bear. I want to say they put a leash on him, but I know they didn't. But I feel like there was a leash on this bear at some point. And then they moved her away, and then my wife came over to check on me. I woke up and I was looking at Tim Scott. Tim Scott is a cherubic dude from Minnesota, like very flat, very dry, flat top haircut, blonde, overweight. Sorry, Tim. And he was like, I was like, what happened? And just very dry. He goes, I think you got raped and teabagged by a bear. It's like, I get tested if I were you. And then my wife shows up, and she's like, are you okay? And then the joke I always tell is, and I knew at that moment, right then, without a doubt, I'd never do that for her. That's the joke I tell. But then, by the way, I went on and I tamed lions that day. I then had to go right to tame lions.
The same day.
Same day, and then I went and washed an elephant that day. I did a bunch of shit with animals, and they wanted me to get in a cage with a tiger. I will never fuck around with tigers. Tigers are terrifying. Terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely terrifying. I watched one hunt my daughter one time in a zoo. It was just, my daughter turned its back. Second it turned its back, you watch it just like a cat just go, whoof, and just tracked my daughter. And then leapt, there's a cage there, leapt at her. I mean, tigers are terrifying.